Attorney, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Welcome back, attorney.
Si attorney nag-sorry to di ba?
Oo
Kay
nga
Senador Robin
nagkausap
Hood
na po ba
Padilla.
kayo ni Senator Robin after po nung nangyari kahapon?
Kaibigan Robin.
Kaibigan.
First of all, good afternoon sa inyo and happy to be back.
Yeah.
Sa totoo lang, parang feeling ko na nasa classroom kami, na pinagalitan kami ng principal, no, stop talking. Di ba? Pag gano'n naman ang
Yes.
situation, sasabihin mo naman, sorry, madam teacher or principal. So,
Yes.
but actually, halatang halata kami kasi nasa front row kami. No? At you will recall, there were 3 rows of prosecutors there. And I think the reaction was almost intuitive, no? Na ang problema, hindi kami maka-object. If it were the defense that made the manifestations yesterday, we could have properly objected, no? But hindi kasi pwedeng mag-object sa senator judges pag nagtatanong. So, ganun ang nangyari. Especially for lawyers like me, no, mga litigation lawyers. Di ba nakikita niyo sa drama, objection, Your Honor, tatayo ka ba? You'll pound on your table, no?
Yes.
So, parang years of litigation practice na lang ang naging intuitive reaction. And that is why maybe Senator Robin felt it as a disrespect, so I apologize. Always respect institutions and I respect his position as Senator Judge.
Opo. Pero attorney, akala namin tapos na. Pero kasi nag-post din si Senator Robin kagabi, explaining
Lengthy explanation.
Oo, na ang point daw niya, justice is neutral. So actually pinanindigan po niya yung kanyang posisyon na prosecution hindi dapat maging one-sided.
Well, kagaya rin ng sinabi ko nung nag-manifestation ako, the first time I stood up in front of the senator judges is one of the things I've learned as a litigation lawyer for 48 years is know when to stop.
So you'll
Diba?
stop.
So stop. Stop na. I mean, when you further explain, ganun rin sa cross-examination. Nakita naman natin na that's why happy kami as a prosecutor because when you cross-examine a witness, you, especially a witness who is intelligent, competent, and telling the truth, binibigyan mo ng additional airtime, space, ang witness to explain further, no? So sometimes no cross-examination is the best method.
Attorney, good evening. Si Chicky Verhel po ito. Kagabi po, attorney, no, meron kaming kausap, kung naalala nila man si Enjovi, yung political researcher po siya, no, aming resource person kagabi. So, tinanong namin siya kung ano yung assessment niya throughout the...
Michael Yusinko.
Correct.
Yes.
Oo. Kung anong assessment niya dito sa Article 4 na grave threats nga. So, agree naman siya, oo, yung grave threats na established naman po yun. Pero hinahanap niya, nasaan ang link ng grave threat to threat to national security and ano yung isa?
Betrayal
of public trust.
Yes.
Yun. So, nasaan daw yung link? Kasi hindi malinaw sa kanya. Baka pwede nyo pong i-explain sa amin paano naging impeachable offense itong grave threat, connecting it to threat to national security or betrayal of public trust.
Ay, nag-freeze yata si actually, magandang point yun no? Yung sinabi kagabi din ni Attorney Michael na hindi niya nakita yung pag-connect. Oo, na-establish mo na, oo nga, merong sinabing pagbabanta si VP Sara through the video. Pero paano mo siya i-connect sa national security at betrayal of public trust?
Oo. Although, naalala ko, kasi napaisip talaga ako noon kagabi.
Yes,
Naalala ko, ilang beses na rin sinabi nung prosecution team na kung namatay yung presidente o kung pinatay yung presidente, wouldn't that be a threat to national security? Hindi ba tayo magkakagulo?
Right.
Not in those words, ha? Pero hindi ba yun yung magiging effect?
Oh, tama. Oo. Yeah,
so,
at saka parang nasabi din ni Attorney Michael Yusinko kahapon na ang narinig daw niya na nag-establish ng national security parang isa lang, si Director Melvin Matibag, 'di ba? Pero yung iba raw kasi parang hindi masyadong na establish aside from
Oo.
that particular statement. Parang yun yung tinatanong.
Pero true din naman na na hindi masyadong na-push o
Yeah.
na communicate yung link. Kasi puro grave threat. Parang malinaw na may grave threat. Pero paano siya maging impeachable offense, which is threat to national security or betrayal of public trust.
Oo nga.
Oo.
At saka syempre, gusto rin natin malaman sa prosecution, ano na ba yung mangyayari sa Wednesday? Kasi ibang article na to of
Confidential
impeachment.
funds.
Oo, ito yung
Oo.
madugo.
Oo.
Kasi ito na yung mga dokumento na hihimay-himayin.
Yes.
So I wonder kung paano natin ipapaintindi sa ordinary people like us na hindi magaling sa numbers. Si Chiki lang magaling sa numbers sa amin
Pero di natin
dito.
alam, hindi ako familiar sa mga
Diba?
papeles na yan.
So, parang iniisip ko, parang hindi ganun kadali na maipaunawa kung ano ba tong mga numero na to.
Correct.
Parang isa yun sa challenge,
Correct. Presentation matters dito.
Yeah.
Oo.
Kasi if you recall, kaya ang manifestation before mag-start ng impeachment ng prosecution ay gawing Tagalog para maintindihan natin.
Ayan na si-
Taglish.
Mm.
Ayan
Hindi
na si
nandyan na.
attorney.
Ay, attorney, narinig niyo po ba yung tanong ko kanina? Kasi sabi ko yung resource person namin kagabi, yes, na-establish na po yung grave threat, malinaw na po yun. Ano po yung link between grave threat and betrayal of public
Public
trust? And yun po, attorney.
Kasi pinakita ni NBI Director Matibag, yung connection ng investigation nila sa grave threats and sa inciting to sedition, which ultimately boils down to, nakita natin yung 5 standards. Unang-una, yung pattern of violence, na-prove yung pattern of violence. Pangalawa, yung capacity, kayang-kaya ba ng Vice President gawin yan? Identity, admitted naman na siya yun sa mga videos. At mga iba pa, kagaya ng motive, Of course, she has a motive because if anything happens to the president, she will be the next in line. Ito yung mga standards na ginamit. These are the very same standards to determine fitness. Fitness to occupy your present position as vice president at saka yung betrayal of public trust. Ikaw ba naman magtatrust ka sa isang public official na ang default reaction hindi reasoning. Ang default reaction niya is violence. We saw that in the testimony of NBI Director Matibag when he showed nung nagalit si Vice President Sara sa isang sheriff, she was then mayor, sinuntok na lang niya instead of reasoning out, So mga ganyan, what is the relationship to the impeachable offense? Balik tayo lagi sa impeachable offense because pinapalayo ng mga defense lawyers yung elements of the crime lagi ang pinoprove. We must remember, this is not a criminal case. This is an impeachment case. Through her actions of hiring a person to kill, through her actions of wanting to cut off the head of the president, at saka yung pagmumura against the administration, yung ba ay nagpapakita ng fitness? Is she fit? Is she fit to become the next president? Is she even fit to retain her office? Yun ang connection dyan. At sinabi rin ni Director Matibay, may kinetic reaction, kinetic energy daw yan. Because now you are not only through her example as a high government official, marami nang sumusunod sa pattern na ginagawa niya. That's why we see it, bullying in schools, use of illegal firearms, etc. So itong pattern ng culture of violence, swak yan sa betrayal of trust. Ang sinasabi nila, at isa pang pinakita, I'm sorry, I want to insert this, pinakita pa nila yung trust ratings ng Pulse Asia, Iba yon, yung pinakita ng, I don't know what company that is, but the one that they presented in evidence showed that the approval and trust ratings of the Vice President went up, First of all, iba yung popularity, Ano yung sample size na yan? And what period was it taken, So, iba yung trust ratings, iba yung betrayal of public trust. Kino-confuse nila yan, So, although intelligent ang ating listeners, intelligent naman ang ating viewers, at hindi na maluloko ang mga mamayang Pilipino sa mga tactics na ginagawa
Oo.
to confuse the issues.
So in very very simple terms lang po, just in case I just want to make sure na naintindihan ko po. So ang dapat tanungin po ng taong bayan at ng senator judges is kung yung na-establish na pattern, gravity at identity ni Vice President Sara Duterte ay karapat-dapat pa ba siya maging VP ng Pilipinas? Ganun po ba ang simple question dapat?
Exactly, no, by authenticating the videos. Not only yung chain of custody, yung authenticity, yung provenance, yung source nun, hindi naman AI yun, no? Plus, very important po yung sinabi ni NBI Director Matibag na hindi lang, kasi the Senate judges use admission against interest. Hindi po, klarong-klaro, instead of admission against interest, public confession yan. Confession. The Vice President herself confessed to the whole public through her own press conference that she did hire a person to kill the President. The President, the First Lady, and the Speaker. In simple layman's term, ano ang ibig sabihin niyan? Umaamin sa krimen, umaamin sa mga sinabi niya. So, that by itself, no? His weight is sufficient enough to say, is this our leader? Is this our Vice President? Is she fit to continue in office? Dapat ganun ang connection, ano?
Okay.
At sa palagay ng prosecution, we were able to make that connection to betrayal of public trust, to unfitness to continue as a public official.
Okay. Attorney, balikan ko lang yung yung issue about kay Senator Robin Hood Padilla kahapon. Pasensya na. Kasi naging sobrang ingay nito because of yung yung mga quotable quotes na kinuha from him last night saka yung mga reactions sa kanyang mukha kahapon. Pero meron kasing isang medyo natatabunan, which is yung pag-i-imply na merong mga witness na umupo na merong kaso ng perjury. Pwede nyo bang linawin sa amin yan kung meron ba dun sa tatlong na iupo dun sa unang article na talagang meron ngayong pending na kaso at kung anong implikasyon nito dun sa ginaganap na impeachment trial?
Parang nasabi ko na ang strategy ganito, no? If you are weak on the facts, don't talk about the facts, argue on the law. If you are weak on the law and on the facts, anong gagawin mo? Attack the person, no? So ano yun? Yun ang ginawa nila. Sa palagay ko, weak sila sa facts, weak sila sa law. So ngayon, inaatake na nila yung credibility, character assassination ng witnesses. Now, just to your point, no, first, there are no cases pending against any of our three witnesses. And even if there were, assuming na meron nga, miski na merong pending cases, lalo na mga NBI yan, maraming mga galit siguro sa NBI, yung mga feeling aggrieved, magfa-file ng kaso, grave abuse, etc. And vetted po ang mga witnesses natin. We know their past, we know their capability, and we are assuring the public na hindi naman crime against moral turpitude. Sa batas natin, sa rules of court, even if you have a pending case, even if you're convicted, as long as it does not involve a crime involving moral turpitude. No, moral turpitude yung iyong reputation as a credible, na magnanakaw ka ba, nagsisinungaling ka ba, plunderer ka ba, etc., no? Then that goes into moral turpitude because you have no respect for other people's money, you have no respect for accountability, etc., no? Wala namang ganon. So, parang palagay ko, out of place po yung manifestation na yan na hindi talaga credible ang witness, ang NBI witness, no? At ang background kasi niyan, inatake rin nila yung affidavit, no? Na hindi naman witness yung affidavit na inattach sa investigation report, open investigation report ni NBI director, no? And this witness, sinabi, I think, ni Senator Lacson, issued inconsistent statements, no? He was not cited for perjury, but he issued inconsistent statements. So, hindi naman pwedeng generalization na lahat ng witnesses na pinipresenta incredible, hindi mapapaniwalaan at hindi nagsasabi ng totoo. That I think was not a fair statement.
Attorney, so sa Wednesday po, magre-resume ang impeachment trial pero tapos na po yung article about the grave threat. Ano na po yung mangyayari na dapat nating asahan on Wednesday? Saan na po yung magiging sentro ng diskusyon?
On Wednesday po, ang mangyayari, mag-shift na po tayo sa confidential funds. Article 1, which is confidential funds. So, kagaya ng minanifest yesterday, we have two witnesses first na isasalang galing sa Land Bank. Pagkatapos po noon, magre-request kami ng subpoena for 2 witnesses galing sa COA.
So,
And meron pang iba.
opo. Dahil confidential funds na yung pag-uusapan natin dito, attorney, i-expect namin mas madugo yung usapin, ano? Kasi I wonder paano siya ipe-present sa mga tao kasi for ordinary people like us, parang ang hirap niya kasing intindihin.
Ay madali lang intindihin, maraming dokumento, but it's very easy to understand, no? Kasi number 1, anong ibig sabihin ng confidential funds? Kaninong pera yan? Pera ba yan ng Vice President? Pera ba yan ng taong bayan? Pera ba yan ng gobyerno? What is the nature of the funds? Pangalawa, saan ginamit itong pondo? At pangatlo, kung hindi ginamit ang pondo para sa purposes ng sinasabi nila ng OVP at ng DepEd, saan pumunta? Saan pumunta yung pera na yan? Ganyan lang ang story, ano? That there are at least 3,800 documents or something, no?
Wow!
And 11 boxes or something.
Grabe. Okay. Attorney Kapunan, alam ko iba na schedule next week no. After next week,
maaga na.
mas maaga na tapos sinasabi ni Senator Cheese ay merong lunch break. Sa kay kakain.
Kami, bring your own baon yan.
BYOB.
Bring your own. So,
Ako ang BYOB, bring your own bottle na lang.
Tubig na lang, tubig na lang ang dahil. Tubig ba?
Tubig na lang,
Okay.
tubig.
Okay. Sige. Basta pag-take na tayo kay Attorney Lorna.
Attorney Lorna Kapunan, maraming salamat po for joining us this evening sa Uulitin po, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
po.
attorney.
Lagi naman ako masaya pag nasa inyong station.
Thank you.
Attorney,
Salamat
mind the
Thank you.
presentation, attorney, dun sa mga numbers para maintindihan po namin.
Baka duguin ilong namin, attorney.
Oo.
Thank you,
Pero,
attorney.
masaya to.
Masaya yan.
Excited. Mukhang
Bumili
excited
na lang
si
kayo.
attorney.
Ang gawin nyo para entertain kayo, magdala kayo ng piatos.
Ay, yun na nga.
Ay!
At saka siguro ensaymada from Mary Grace.
Ka-ensimada.
Oo nga.
Para hindi kayo magutom sa haba ng testimonya.
Correct. Thank you, attorney.
Salamat,
Thank you,
attorney!
Salamat,
Maraming-
attorney.
At mabuhay kayo.